Hey everyone, this is Josh. This is Sunday night. Elimination Chamber was on tonight, so this is Wrestling in Review. Uh, the first match, I'm only doing the main card. I missed the pre-show, which I'm kind of pissed off about, but what can I do? I missed it, so I'll look that up later. But I'm just gonna do the pre-show, the main card for now. The first match on the card, which really surprised me, was the women's tag team elimination chamber match. I thought that would for sure go on last. This was an odd match. It wasn't too bad. Like it's a lot better than I thought it was going to be. I thought it was going to be like that other tag team title match they had back in another elimination chamber match, which was just god awful. There was a lot of good spots in this match, especially when Nia Jax went through the one of the chambers, just countered out. I was pretty cool to see. And I'm also happy she didn't take the pin. I'm glad Tamina got pinned because what else is Tamina there for? Because even when she does a splash, it looks bad. uh, I like how they actually no, I don't like. I'm not sure how I feel about this. They did the whole for the end of the match. They did the change up how Bailey was last couple weeks as being like carrying the team. Well, they did like a little reverse. How Sasha Banks kind of carried it because at one point in the match, Bailey got hit right not into the chamber but into like the post, one of the steel posts of the chamber, and it looked really good. It looked like she really hurt herself, like really bad. And then not too much longer, the same thing happened to no, not the exact same thing, but almost the exact same thing happened to Sasha Banks, where she got thrown into another steel post from a chamber. It came down to Sasha and Sasha and Bailey versus Sonya Deville and Mandy Rose, and in the end, it was Sasha and Bailey were able to take up the win. Um, like I said, I thought it was a pretty good match. I liked that little speech they had at the end of it, talking about how far the women's division has come and stuff like that, and how far it's going to go. It was I had to give it like there was some things that I didn't like about it, but nothing over the top. So I give it like four and a half, 4.5 stars because it was relatively a good match. There were just some ifs that I didn't like, but nothing to mention. Next was I believe was the SmackDown Tag Team Titles match, and this was Usos versus Shane McMahon and The Miz. And honestly, because of what happened with I think it was Jimmy, he got arrested. I think it was Jimmy. Jimmy got arrested. I totally just thought they were just gonna do like a squash match because they wanted to punish the Usos, but in reality, they can't punish a tag team when the other guy didn't do anything. Or at least in my opinion, they shouldn't do that, and which they didn't. This was a excellent match. I mean, the Usos carried not so much Miz because Miz knows how to wrestle, but they carried Shane along pretty good. There was some good spots with Shane hitting the coast to coast on one Uso and trying hitting the other one. There was also a spot where Shane put one of the Usos, I think it was Jay, put Jay Uso through the announcer's table, which was pretty good. And like I said, this whole match was pretty good. It was back and forth. I was happy near the end, or basically at the end. Uh, Miz is trying to go for a skull crushing finale on Jimmy. And I find it funny that Jim got the pin here. Anyway, he turned him over, but he took a long time turning him over, and then Jay reversed it into like a crucifix pin and got the 1, 2, 3. Now I am so happy that the Miz and Shane lost tag team titles here because like it's funny, but their whole little storyline they got going on right now is kind of funny, but they don't need to be taking up the titles, which someone else could be using, like the Usos, because the Usos, in my opinion, the Usos are the greatest tag team. Not uh, 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 in a long time, in a very long time. I can't say of all time, but I was gonna say of all time, but I can't. But of almost all time, like they have some amazing work out there. Especially with the New Day when they had their matches with the New Day, especially the Hell in a Cell match they had with the New Day. It's excellent. Uh, Next was it the women's title match? Oh no, I'm wrong. Sorry, it wasn't the women's title match. It was the Intercontinental title match when you had uh, Bobby and Leo versus Finn. Um, this was everything I thought it was going to be. I wasn't really like going into the pay per view. I wasn't really into the match. It was nothing really hype it. It was pretty much, uh, like I said, it was pretty much what I thought it was going to be. Uh, Bobby beats up Finn. Uh, Bobby tags in Leo. Leo screws up, and Finn gets the pin on Leo. So Finn is now your Intercontinental Champion. Like I said, there was nothing. It was pretty much what I thought it was going to be. So nothing surprised me. It was so I had to give it maybe 2 stars, just because. And I hate to do that because Finn Balor is a good. I like giving Finn good stars. It wasn't that it was a bad match. Like I said, it wasn't like horribly awful or anything. It was just wasn't surprising. And nothing caught me. Go, oh. Besides Finn Balor, Finn Balor can do some really good stuff. Next was the women's title match, which was Ronda Rousey versus Ruby Riott. No, I felt so bad for Ruby for this because it was just the whole time. There was no build to the match. It was just like, well, here's a woman for Ronda to fight while she is on her way to WrestleMania, and I didn't like that one bit. Ruby, if you ever seen Ruby Riott, which I'm assuming you watch wrestling, you've seen Ruby Riott wrestle, especially in NXT. She had some good work down there. I mean, she's not some rookie who doesn't know what she's doing. It's not like she doesn't deserve it. She deserves it. This match was, again, everything I thought it was going to be. It was just, it wasn't even that long. I thought maybe they'd give her some chance to, like, give Ruby a chance to, like, shine even a little bit. But she got, like, 2, maybe 3 hits in, which I thought was just completely awful. But I get it, because they wanted to make they wanted to make Ronda look good. But, jeez. It was just, give her a chance. But a few moves, and then Ronda beat the crap out of her and hit her with the Piper's Pit. I hate that they call it that. And then hit her with an armbar, and she tapped out, and that was the end of that, which I thought, I keep on, and I'm still thinking it, I just think, poor Ruby Riott, because she deserves better. She deserves to be at least in the talks of, the women's title. Like, she shouldn't just be pushed aside because storyline needs. I mean, if they should have got someone like, I don't know, a Mickie James or a Alicia Fox. I mean, I'm not saying that those two aren't as good as Ruby, but Ruby, I was gonna say they're not as showcased as much as Ruby. But I guess Ruby and the Riott Squad aren't really showcased that much. I mean, they had their random matches here and there, but I guess there's no story put into them. But still, Ruby is an excellent wrestler, and I'm sad to see that she is just kind of written off or pushed aside here. After the match, Ronda and Charlotte had a little stare down, and then Becky came down from the audience. She was in crutches, and Charlotte was laughing at her. She took one of the crutches and beat the crap out of Charlotte Flair. I think she broke the crutch or bent it at least, but I think she broke something off it. And then offered Ronda the second one so she could beat the crap out of Charlotte. And then when Ronda went to do it, bam, Becky beats the crap out of her. I enjoyed this so much. I cannot get enough of Becky. You could have Becky on in all the segments, on all the wrestling shows, and I still wouldn't get enough of her. If anybody was in doubt that they're going to have a triple threat match, which you should know by now. You should have just known. But if you didn't, you know now that they're going to have a triple threat match because they're going to have to get over. They're going to have to finish that some way. They're just going to have her interfere and beat the crap out of them and then not show up ever again. I mean, what kind of storyline is that? So if you were ever in doubt, don't be in doubt. And that's a guarantee too. Next match was the no holds barred, but no disqualification, which is pretty much a no holds barred match. It was between Baron Corbin and Braun Strowman. What can I say? Oh, I didn't get that last match. Actually, the last two matches. I'm sorry. Finn versus Bobby and Leo. I'm sorry, I meant to give that 3 stars. Just because I like Finn, he won the title. And like I said, it wasn't too bad. And the women's title match, it was just, I'll give it a 1. It shouldn't have been what I thought it was. Along with this next match, next match should have been on the pre-show, and they should have put on the Raw Tag Team title match on the show because why? I mean, I get they want to have Braun Strowman on the show, but this match was you could barely call it a match. They wrestled for, I don't know, maybe 5 or 10 minutes. I'd say closer to 10 minutes, maybe a little over 10 minutes. And then Braun put Corbin through a table. And then Drew McIntyre came out, and so did Bobby Lashley, and they destroyed Braun Strowman. That was after that point, it didn't even resemble a match. And I honestly, I forgot they were having a match. I was watching an episode of Raw, and they were just having some beat down in the ring. But once they put them through, they set them up and put them through 2 different tables. Like once they were stacked, and he put them through both. Baron, Bobby, and Drew did to Braun. Anyway, and then once Baron pinned him, that's when I suddenly remembered. Oh wait, this is actually a match. Now, I don't know if that's a good thing or not, because the reason it could be a good thing is I was so immersed into what was happening that I forgot what was going on, or B, that it was just crappy and I just stopped caring about it. Now, personally, I think that I just got disinterested in it. It just meh, because I already wasn't interested in this match already. It maybe heightened my interest a little bit more than it was, just a tad bit, but I already wasn't interested in this match already, and I knew Baron was gonna win. I know I say that now because I watched it, but I do predictions too, which I'll start showing on here too. So, but I only do that for pay-per-views. But yeah, I'll start doing that on here now. But yeah, this match was kind of meh. So I'm gonna give this I'll give this 1 star. 1 star. Now it's time for the main event, which would be my match of the night because it was a super good match. It was the WWE Elimination Chamber match. It had Kofi, it had Randy Orton, you had AJ Styles, you had Samoa Joe, you had Jeff Hardy, and you had Daniel Bryan. It was Daniel Bryan, Samoa Joe started. There was a lot of good spots in this match. There was one spot where they were all out, and Daniel Bryan. No, I'm sorry, not all of them were out. There was like 3 or 4 of them out. 2 of them were Daniel Bryan and Kofi Kingston, and Daniel Bryan was sitting on top of one of the empty cages, and Kofi just kind of jumped from the top rope to the top of the cage, and it was kind of like, oh, well, what the hell? It was pretty good. I liked it. There were some pretty good spots. I mean, I think that kind of screwed up. There was an RKO that was going to happen within. AJ was going to do like a phenomenal forearm, and then Randy Orton caught him, but I think he caught him too early, or he just like, because I think he was supposed to be in midair at the time, but he wasn't. He was still on the rope, so it kind of looked weird. I don't know if they meant to do that or not, but. Then there's another spot where it only lasts for a few seconds, but Bryan has Kofi's arm in the chamber. He has it twisted, looking like like what Randy Orton did with Jeff Hardy's ear, which I'm ashamed that didn't come back this time around, because actually those two didn't really interact. Samoa Joe and Jeff Hardy got eliminated pretty early. Yeah, fine. And then Kofi shocked eliminated Randy Orton. Eventually it came down to Kofi and Daniel Bryan. I forgot I was doing a video there for a second. And then yeah, so that happened, and they had an awesome match, like just one-on-one match. It was back and forth. Like, you knew Daniel Bryan was gonna win. You just knew it. But they've gotten better at this. They make you think, oh wait, they do little spots where they make you think, oh, Kofi could win this. Especially when he kicks out of like a big move. He kicked out of Daniel's running knees, and he also got out of the bell lock. And then he would hit, but then he would hit Troll in Paradise, but Daniel Bryan kicked out the last second. And then they even ran up to the top of the cage, and they're trying to throw each other off the cage. But eventually, Daniel Bryan got kicked off the top rope, because he went from the cage to the top rope, and he got kicked off the top rope. And this is where you pretty much knew what was going to happen, because after that happened, Kofi went for a dive off the cage, and you knew, okay, he's gonna miss this, because they always miss the big ones. Well, usually, I shouldn't say always, but they usually miss the big ones. So yeah, he missed it. Daniel Bryan went for his running knee, got the pinfall, 1, 2, 3. End of the match, which I'm okay with, because I picked Daniel Bryan to win anyway, because I knew he was gonna win. Now, it'd be nice if they set up a feud for him and Kofi going into WrestleMania. I wouldn't mind that at all. Before Kofi could leave the ring, New Day came out. The rest of New Day came out, and the crowd was chanting Kofi all the way back to when he went up this stage. It was a good moment. I mean, even I wanted Kofi to win. I knew he wasn't going to win, but I wanted him to win so bad. Yeah, I give that match 5 out of 5. I hope you guys enjoy this. If you want to comment. If you want to subscribe. I'll see you guys for tomorrow night from Monday Night Raw. Have a good night.